Okay guys, so this is how we're gonna get into the Shin Whizzer again, and I'm gonna show you a good entry that I like to use, okay? So if I'm in with the butt skew or whatever you wanna call it, I like butterfly guard a little bit. I don't love it, just because the outside of my knees are exposed, and that's another story altogether. I like to choose the hip. The benefits of this butterfly is you have 2 legs inside the fight, and you can choose the hip. But me personally, I was a different style. I like to switch and be here. And part of that is I just like it. It's always worked for me. I can switch to a lot of things like X guard, reverse X if he steps a leg up. And I can have a nice little clamp, so if he moves laterally, I feel set. I can chase him, I can pull him in, and I can also pick the hip to hide the outside of my knee. And this right here, I just like it. It works for me, but it also allows me to bust the leg out. So if I get control, like say he comes down, it's very easy for me now to stretch that leg out and come to a snap. And now I can go to attacks, okay? So it's just what works for me. I like it a lot. I've been doing it since I've been doing it forever, because I just was never a fan of the butterfly guard, even though I have a high regard for butterfly guard. It's just, I was a close guard player. And that's just the reason why. And so I went to butterfly. I was impatient with it. I liked this version better. But I do think butterfly is awesome. Just like I love rubber guard. I think it's awesome. I don't play it. I trained it, learned it, but I don't play it. But however, I really like it. I think it's cool. So you don't always have to do the things you like, I guess. All right, so now what I'm going to do here from this position is everything's going to be based on how Andy's playing me here. Drop down a little bit. So just stay balanced. Okay. So one of the things I'll do is I like to give to get. Anything you do to hurt somebody, you're going to get a reaction. So one of the things I like to do is when I'm working here, I'm always looking for my tie-ups, whether it's head, arms, or whatever. But one of the things I'll do is I'll jam my knee, just like that, into his body. Because when I do that, it stings a little bit. But it also allows me to get my hips a little closer and start picking my side a little bit. But when I go here, what happens, this arm tends to go there. It tends to fight this near leg, because this near leg is the problem for him. This other leg is protected. So the first element he wants to fight is this near leg. Some guys will come even lacing, and if he does that, he's giving me the Shin Whizzer. Same with half guard. If I'm here and he goes over and under, he's giving me the Shin Whizzer. So as soon as he goes here and I catch my Shin Whizzer, I'm already locked. So now it's all about getting my bottom leg out. If I get my bottom leg out, he's caught. So if he's here right now, my bottom leg's free. As soon as I come out of the hole, he's already here. It's set before it's over. It's set. And it's the same thing here. If I'm here and I'm messing with the push pull and I bump him, and I get him to grab that leg, I'm already there. So I relock on my own shin. I keep this tight, because even though he has a long rash guard on, I gotta assume he's gonna be sweaty. All right. So after I do that, I'm already on my hand here. My bottom leg is already to the outside. So I don't have to take this out. I don't have to worry about him going for a double pass. I'm already here. So he wants, even if he tries to run behind me, he drops this down and tries to move behind me, I still get this out, he's caught. So I'm setting the lock early. And the easiest thing for me to do is give to get. Give up to him as soon as he engages. Now he chose to engage. Because he chose to engage, I can attack. Why did he choose to engage? Because that was the leg that was closest to him. Even if he wanted to pull it out for a leg lock, doesn't matter to me, okay? So I'm making him commit to this leg. And there's a lot of things you can do for it. You can even, we'll focus on this for now, and then I'll go into some half guard. But when I'm here and we're fighting, I can push his arms down and pull him to make sure it's here. Even if he's not really grabbing me yet, if I have his arm, if I have his arm down, his arm is down and it's onto the outside of my leg, all it's gonna take now is for me to get a good head position, and I'm already locking it. So right here, he's gonna have a tough time getting his arm out, okay? And all I need to do is hip out, okay? So all I need him to do is to commit to attack. If he's not committing, I pull it in. Now he's already gonna go. So, boom, get the knee in, there it is. And I lock it. Okay, I just gotta get him to commit to that leg. So I can force it, or he can just grab it. If he's not grabbing it, give him a nice little bump. Now, another detail to this. So let me demonstrate this again before I add this here. So if I'm here and we're playing and he doesn't want to commit, I can just go push, bump. There's the knee. I bump into him, just stay balanced, bump. I know it doesn't feel good. When I bump him, he's gonna grab the leg. There it is. Right, there's my lock. There's secondary. Okay? Same with half guard. I'll just cover it because I did it already on the other side. If I'm in my combat path or I'm playing this position, he goes to weave over and bottom. He's giving me the lock. My big thing, get to my hand, get my other leg out, drive, whizzer back. And he's going right into that Shin Whizzer. So we'll go into some techniques here in a little bit on technical feeds and grabbing, but the simplest thing to do in the world is to give him a little sting, give it to him, come forward, and he will commit to that leg. Now, one more is you can just simply try to get up. If you simply try to get up and you keep his head down, he has a good chance he's got to attack that leg to chase you. So, I'll walk you through here. I'm in that same position, just sit back a little bit, stay balanced. So we're here and we're moving. So what happens now, I'm just gonna give him a little push, okay? When I push, he always does the opposite, he's gonna come forward. All right, no one's just gonna fall back for me. So I'm gonna go from this position, I'm gonna go chest push, and then I'm gonna go head down. As I go head down, I'm gonna come out. So I'm here, I'm gonna push, head down. There's, see how his arm's gonna go there? Quickly, make that transition, lock it up, here, into the Shin Whizzer. And now I usually do this like very quick, very, very quick. So it's a little tricky to do it slow, because when you do it fast, it pops faster. Okay? So you're just trying to get him to engage. You just keep drilling it. Keep drilling it. Even if you don't push or pull, like if he's back and you just come right up, boom. You see how I just drive that right into him? He's got to fight this. That underhook is too far. But he could try to pull back or whatever he does. Once I go here, now when I retract this, he won't be able to fall backwards. I retract it. Okay? One of my favorite submissions, and it's a basic wrestling, well, I don't know how basic it is, but it's a college wrestling move that you'd see if you watch any college wrestling match, you're probably going to see it. But they utilize it differently, and of course they're not allowed to do submission holds unless they're like a Schultz brother. One of the Schultz brothers, they'd break stuff. You know you're a badass when they have to have an extra referee to watch to see if the guy's asleep because you use a choke to put him asleep before you turn him. That's how badass those guys were. So if you're a grappler, study your wrestling. Study your wrestling. Okay, so that's some more basics of the Shin Whizzer.